Hi, good day, wherever you are. I hope you watch and listen to this video till the end. It's titled One True God. It's what I believe. There's so many religions in this world, and I believe that even though there are so many religions in this world, we are all worshiping one true God. And here goes. In John chapter 4, verse 21 to 24, it says, Jesus replied, "Believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming and is now here when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such people to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth." Nowadays, there are many churches and religions and mosques and all those things and temples and many denominations of religion. There's Catholics, there's Christianity, there's Jewish, there's Muslim, there's Sikh, there's Hindus, there's Buddhist, there's Zoroastrianism, there's the African religion, in my case, Akan religion, etc. All these denominations, all these places, all these churches, all these mosques, I believe in one love. They always preach that we should love each other and that we should show respect to each other and trust in one true God. Or in their case, they say their God. But I'm saying that it's the same God that we're all worshiping, but we're just taking different avenues to that one true God. I'm going to go through each of these religions to prove that because of the Tower of Babel, which is in Genesis chapter 11, verse 1 to 9, it says, "Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, 'Come, let's make brick and bake them thoroughly.' They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, 'Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole world. I mean, of the whole earth.' But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, 'If as one people speaking in the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other.'" See, it says we were all one and we all spoke one language. So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. That is that is why I believe we are all worshiping the same God, but because we got different languages, we got different names for God, like Allah, Nyame. I don't know what other languages say up with for God. And what I know is what I've said. So that's why I believe that. And I also wrote that for the separation of our faith and how to reach this one true God, we had to um, I'll explain. The stories of each religion, the Catholics, Muslims, Christians, Jews, believe that their world was created in a span of 6 days or periods. All believe in the Immaculate Conception. And I'm sorry if I'm talking about your religion and you feel offended. I don't mean to offend you. I am just trying to educate people with what is being said in the Bible, and so please do not take offense to it, okay? There's the Hindus believe in that Lord Vishnu, whom created Lord Brahma, who lives in a lotus and used the lotus leaves to create the heavens, earth, and every living animal in it, except the ocean, which was already there because from it came Lord Vishnu, who was secured by a great snake, and is Lord there is Lord Shiva. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the names properly. So Lord Brahma creates Lord Vishnu, who looks after the creation, and Lord Shiva destroys the earth and the creations. So good and bad, like there is the devil and there is God. So in that Hindus there is Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. I hope I'm saying it properly. Yeah. Uh, what the Sikh believe, Guru Nanak lived a pretty quiet life, and miraculously things happen around him. Example, he disappeared for 3 days after being thought of as dead and returned 3 days later. Like how, I'm sorry if I'm offending some people, like how Jesus died for 3 days and resurrected after died and resurrected after 3 days. Same thing happened with the Sikhs with Guru Nanak. And what Buddhists believe that a child was born from his mother after she had a dream about a white elephant touching her belly with a flower. Well, Immaculate Conception, how as an angel came to Mary that should give birth to a child from God. That's the concept of Immaculate Conception with the Buddhists. Sorry if I'm offending anybody, but that's what I learned, and that's what I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm wrong, please correct me, and and leave messages of what is the correct thing. Um, and there's also Zoroastrianism. That's one of the oldest religion on this earth. There's Zoroastrianism. I took the story from the Book of Creation. Uh, the uh, this story is taken from the Book of Creation, the Buddhism, which dates from the 6th century AD. In the beginning, there was nothing in the world except Ahura Mazda, the wise Lord who lived in endless light, and the evil spirit Ahriman, who lived in the absolute darkness. And there was a void of nothingness between the two of them. One day, Ahura Mazda decided to make different creatures. First, he shaped the sky and the earth, and the humans and the animals. He then created fire for them to keep warm and to cook with. The evil spirit peeked out of his dark world to see what Mazda had created to beautiful. The wise Lord called him and asked for the aid of the new creations he has made from the evil spirit, but he denied. So the evil spirit went to his area and created his own creatures as well. Because of the creatures the evil spirit had created, Mazda created guardians to guard them and protect everything. The evil spirit's creations attacked the first man and everything that had been created in the void, and succeeded until the remains of the first man turned into a rhubarb tree, and when it sprouted a man and a woman, who then populated the world. That's what Zoroastrianism talk about. And then there's the African religion, which is I'm Ghanaian, so there's the Akan. I'm an Ashanti. The Akan people of Ghana and consist of Ashanti people, Fanti people, and other ethnicities. Ashanti is the largest group and most it's the largest group among the Akans who have who have in who have some language the language in common, like the Fantis who speak with a little bit of a change in the dialect of Tree. So yeah, um, Akans who have social institutions and religions and beliefs and rituals. They Akan believe in a supreme creator who takes on various names depending upon the region of worship. The deity is commonly referred to as Bretre Hunade. No, that's not it. All my maybe I'm not saying it right, but it says It says the deity is commonly referred to as Bretri Hunade. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Or and it is occasionally said that the supreme god Nyame is a part of a true, I'm not reading my handwriting properly, of a deity or triad, which consists of Nyame, Nyankopon, and Odumankuma. The supreme creature in the pantheon of the Ashanti is Nyame, also Nyankopon, the omniscient, omnipotent sky father. Together with his wife Asasiya, he brought forth two children, Bia and Tano. The creator of the universe of the Ashanti is most often referred to as Odumankuma, infinite inventor. Yeah, yeah. Other example is the creation story include Obuadi, creator, and Anansi Kokroku, the great designer or the great spider. The Ashanti believe Abosom or lower deities more akin to spirits assist humans on earth. Anansi the spider is a folk hero who is prominent in Ashanti folklore where he is depicted as a trickster. Abosom believe their power from the supreme creator are most often connected to the world as it appears in its natural form. Priests, fetish priests, uh, serve individual abosom and act as mediators between the abosom and mankind. Man of, Many of those who believe in these traditions participate in daily prayer, which include the pouring of libations as an offering to both the ancestors who are buried under the land and to the spirits who are everywhere. Finally, there are the Nananum or Nsamanfo, even though we are all of different color, speak different languages, and have different points of view of God, there are different paths to God, and we all worship one God. But because of what I read in Genesis chapter 11, verses 1 to 9, about what God did to our languages, He gave us different names and ideas and uh, images of who God is and what God is and how we can reach Him or her. Okay, I hope you listened to this and thank you for paying attention to me for this long period of time. I know 12 to 30 minutes is long to listen to somebody, but um, that's why I believe we all worship one God, and it says the proof is right here in the Bible. So I hope you can have tolerance for your neighbor, just in case he or she is from a different religion. Do not judge, because it does in the Bible not to judge. So, but the proof is right in the Bible, what it says about uh, different languages and what I think gave birth to different ideas and depictions and knowledge of who God is to those people who are speaking that language. But have a blessed day.